This is the Gypsy. How you guys doing? I came off a fucking birthday party. As you can see how I'm fucking dressed, all fucking bedazzled and shit, with a bling bling on and all that kind of shit. I'm just gonna tell you guys one thing. I saw the highlights of the fight. I have yet to see the fight because I couldn't watch the fight with Komboses and George and Teofimo Lopez. But what did I tell you, son? What did I tell you? Let's put that on the side. What did I tell you? Georgie did it. I said my decision was, my pick was either he beats him by UD or stops him in the later rounds. Because of how Teofimo likes to fight. He comes close, right? But I think Teo's a tough kid. He would have survived getting a beating, which he pretty much did. He got dropped, didn't he? Yes, he did. So the difference in this fight, which I didn't elaborate on, is that because there was not a lot of people interested in this fight. I was, but the difference between this fight was, yes, Lopez had a little bit of power, a little bit more power than Komboses. But the difference between Komboses and the biggest difference is Komboses has better skill, a lot better skill, has a better chin. Yes, he does. Especially when knowing that he fucked around with Pacquiao for 500 rounds of sparring. I don't care. I know it's padding and everything. With 500 rounds of Pacquiao, you didn't get dropped once. Come on, bro. And if you did get dropped, you get kicked out of the fucking ring as a sparring partner, training for a fight. Get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? He's got a better chin, better speed. I mentioned in my video, better speed, and stylistically, a nightmare for fucking Teofimo Lopez, and he proved it, didn't he, today? I guess he did. So anytime you guys think about doubting a fighter because it's your favorite fighter or whoever it is, think about it. That's why I picked Billy Joe Saunders in the other fight. Billy Joe Saunders had a shot. He really did. He just fucked it up for himself because he's inactive and he made a mistake. He might have obviously not win against of Canelo because of Canelo's judges, but he would have obviously proved the point that he did beat Canelo, but they didn't give him the nod like Triple G, for instance. That's all my point, because the sport is fucking dirty. At the end of the day, we all know this. But Komboses, I'm assuming, beat him so bad because Teo is the favorite. He's gonna have everything on his side. But he beat him so fucking bad, I'm assuming, because I haven't seen it. I'm gonna go home right now and just watch the fight. I'm assuming he beat him so fucking bad that they had to give it to him. Styles make fights, bro. And Komboses, expect good things from this dude. Komboses was gonna probably fight. If Devin Haney ain't chicken enough to fucking fight him, he might just automatically fight Devin Haney. And after that, he's gonna give Lomachenko a shot. This is what boxing needed. Boxing needed Teo's bitch ass to get the fuck out of fucking boxing. That's what boxing needed. Boxing needed Teo's bitch ass to get the fuck out of boxing. Because their bitch ass didn't want to give Lomachenko a fucking shot. If you're so good and that you won, yeah, I'm not saying he didn't. He did win. I gave him the nod. That fool's fucking shoulder was fucked up and he fucking pulled the trigger way too slow. He pulled it off and started pulling the trigger and ate Lomachenko. His mistake. But, we're all human. We all make mistakes. That all doesn't mean shit losing it. He's still a fucking pound for pound boxer, bro. And skill for skill, he's a very, very, very good boxer. And I think Lomachenko beats Komboses without a shadow of a doubt. I have no doubt that the aggressive Lomachenko that we know that today, that he's changed his mind of what kind of a fighter he is right now. He's just hungry right now. I know he is. I know he's fighting Colme. He's hungry as fuck. He will beat Komboses. But guess what? Komboses is going to beat the fuck out of Devin Haney. I promise you that. Unless they rob him. He's going to beat the fuck out of him. Don't even be surprised if he stops Haney. He will probably stop Haney. know that to be the truth. I don't know. I wouldn't bet on it, but there's a huge factor. Because of Devin Haney being a back foot fighter and he's going to avoid getting hit as much like Michael Bay did. Because Michael Bay's ass got fucking dropped in the 12th round. He was avoiding getting hit at all. He only won 2 rounds, Michael Bay, against Komboses. So, expected that Devin Haney loses to Komboses, and not just probably loses, probably gets fucking stopped by Komboses. If I was Komboses, I'll go for the stoppage against Devin Haney, because you know how these black fighters get protected. They do. And it's just black fighters. It's just all around. Anyone that's like Canelo or whatever, that people with names, draws, they get protected. But Devin Haney is not much of a draw in the first place, but Komboses technically is. But just because you're a draw doesn't always mean that you get protected. That's what I'm saying. Some of these black fighters, some of these they get protected. Complexion for the protection. They keep talking about that, but they got protection. Trust me. Just like any other fighter does. That's a draw, you know. But sometimes these guys have an upper hand with these, you know, racial things, the protection and all that stuff. Black fighters, you know, put them on top or whatever, or Hispanic. Even if it's Hispanic, depends on who they're fighting. If it's Hispanic fighting a Ukrainian, they take the Hispanic side. If it's a black fighter fighting a Hispanic, unless you're Canelo, it's different. They'll take the black fighter's stance. You know what I mean? Or you're from or someone like Mikey Garcia or something like that. It's a totally different story. But yeah, Ukrainians usually the foreign fighters usually get the shitty end of the stick in the ass when it comes to these decisions. But unless they beat the crap out of the opponent so bad that there's no way around it. And even then they can get fucked, which is fucked up, but they can. You know what I mean? Anyways, I'm going to go watch the fight. I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to have a little laugh. I'm going to sleep tight. I'm going to have good dreams and all that kind of shit. This is the Gypsy. And maybe I'll decide to do eventually videos for, like, you know, like with these pictures and stuff that you guys like, content and all this good stuff eventually down the line. I just don't have the time, but I'll start putting maybe some time into it. And Bruce Wayne, who the fuck is that guy? Yeah, he said what? He said stretcher? A lot of people said stretcher. BDA? You said stretcher? He's gonna get knocked the fuck out? What happened? Check your shit before you talk shit. You don't know who he's fighting against. Why the hell do you assume that that's what's gonna happen? I'm not saying, you know, yeah, I mean, don't get it wrong. I have made mistakes like that too. But don't be too sure of yourself. Never be too sure of yourself. That's why whenever I make predictions, nowadays, I go like anything can happen. This is boxing. It might be the opposite. Even though when I go with a prediction, I try to confidently go to that prediction. I try to say, yeah, this is because I'm not gonna be a bitch that flip flops. You know what I mean? Go like, oh, I'm gonna do this on this. No. I just go with one. I pick one and I go with it. But this was like 100% for me. Like when I saw this fight, the guy that he's facing like a couple months ago, like 3-4 months ago, I automatically assumed one thing: Lopez getting fucked up. Lopez gonna get beat the fuck up, and his delusional dad is gonna see all of that shit that he's talking about his son is meaningless shit. I'm so glad that Komboses won, and I hope that and guaranteed he's not doing a rematch with Komboses, because it's gonna be another whipping, and you can already tell because his dad is talking about going 140. Teofimo Lopez, that is. So what's going to happen is Komboses is going to fight probably Devin Haney. If Devin Haney ain't chicken shit enough, because I know that fool's a chicken shit. I called him the bitch of boxing because he is the bitch of boxing. You know what I mean? And after that, you best believe he's going to give a shot to Lomachenko, but Lomachenko would beat him, sadly. Komboses is a good dude, bro, but I don't think he can beat. But it'll be a great fight. It'll be very competitive. It'll be a very close battle. I'm not saying Komboses gets stopped by Lomachenko. I don't think he does. I think he gets a at the later rounds, he gets close to getting stopped, but he probably won't get stopped because he's a durable cat and he's a very defensively sound individual. Yeah, if he gets hurt, he might make mistakes, but he gets a very defensively sound individual. From what I saw in the highlights, when he got hurt, he kind of got clipped a couple times here and there by Lopez. But I haven't watched the fight, so I can't dictate that. I can't say those type of things. Anyways, guys, this is the Gypsy. And whoever thought Komboses was going to lose, shame on you. And whoever picked Tio to win in the Lomachenko fight, you got lucky. You got fucking lucky, son. Lomachenko would have destroyed that dude, and you guys know it deep, deep down in your souls. You just got lucky. My pick was not based on luck. My pick was based on skill. My pick was based on skill and durability and speed. That's what I picked. I picked this guy because of those specific reasons. Not because I think my heart goes with Tio. And I picked Billy Joe Saunders because of his skill. Durability was a question that I did not take into consideration. But he had the ability to beat him based on the skill that Billy Joe Saunders had. He had more than enough skill to do it. He just didn't have to make a mistake. He had to be perfect for a good period of time, and he fucked up because he overcommitted. He overcommitted, and that's his fault. He could have won in the people's eyes because the decisions in this boxing world does not matter. Anyways. Even with Dylan White with fucking Povetkin. That was a lucky knockout. And guess what happened afterwards? The second fight, he got fucked up, didn't he? Povetkin. Old man got fucking retired. I was going to tell you guys he's going to retire. He retired, didn't he? Yes, he fucking did. Same thing with fucking Broner with Pacquiao. I was at that fight. I told people this guy's going to retire after he fights Pacquiao. He fucking retired, didn't he? Yes, he fucking did. There's certain things, I don't know. I don't like to fucking toot my own horn, as they say. I hate that shit. But it kind of annoys me when they don't know what they're saying and they're saying that, this is how I think it's going to happen and 100%, But it's boxing, bro. At the end of the day, everybody got the right to their opinion. I shouldn't be talking like this. I'm sorry about that. Anyways, peace out, Gypsy. Kapow. I'm gonna park right now in my house. Mi casa, su casa? No. You stay away from my house. Anyways, bye, guys. Adios.